ちょっと音声確認して、枠バグが起こってないことを確認してから、はい、大丈夫ね。よいしょっと。よいしょっと。ほい。ということで、本日の手探りリーグ、やってまいりました。今日はね、ちょっといらん通知が届いてますね、49ers から。プラクティスカットの選手を引き抜いたとかいうクソほどいらない通知が来ていましたが、では、やっていきましょう。本日の対戦相手はダラスカウボーイズはプレーオフ出るためには、プレーオフ出るためには、もうこの試合は絶対に勝たないといけない試合という位置づけで挑んでくると思いますので、かなりランヘビーなチームで、OL もかなり強いんで、そこら辺どうやって対応していくか、またはたまたパスが、QB も X ファクタークォーターバックなので、投げてくるかもしれません。では、やっていきましょう。入ってもいいのかな、これは。ついさっきね、ちょっとね、鼻詰まりが始まって、大丈夫なのかがわからない。声的に大丈夫なのかがわかんないっていうのはある。さあ、マッチングしましたので、やっていきましょう。さあ、ベストコーストと、私は野獣プレイブックで挑みますが、やっていきましょう。軽くダラスの、デプスとか見た感じ、本当に隙がないチームだなというふうに認識を受けましたね。OL も強い、ランニングバックもエリオット、QB も X ファクター、正直言って穴が見つけられないというのが正直なところです。ただポラードがいた時のプレーの傾向がランヘビーだったので、一応それに合わせたエリオットでも同じようなことをしてくるのかなという予想で、一応それに合わせた X ファクター配置にはしています。さあ AT&T スタジアムからこんにちは。ちょっとやっていきましょう。おっともいい、しっかりと完璧。そっか、ダラスはホームギニが白だから違和感あるな、これ。ラション・モブリーナイスタックル。ちょっとまず相手の出方を見てみましょう。シングルバックエースペア、とりあえずまあ様子見のコールから入りましょう。ただこれね、カウンターとか来そうな気がしますね。オッケーオッケー。
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
とりあえず最初はここら辺で。RPO 素晴らしいっすね。
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
なるほど。
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Yo, go. Hey, sneak grip.
This is Elliott.
ナイスタックル。
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop.
自分だったら16番狙いますね、これは。ナイスタックル。
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series
困惑させに行きますか。止めた。オッケーオッケー。フォーサンドワン、オッケー。
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
ちょっと待って、キックリターナーがディオンテ・ジョンソンになってるのはちょっとあかんな。あ、そっか、怪我人が帰ってきたからか。そう確認させるとかまあいいや。まあ特に問題ないです。さて最初のプレーはこれでいきましょう。怪我人量産プレーでもあるんですけれども、やりましょうか。これは普通にど真ん中突っ込みましょうか。とりあえずまあ3ヤード。
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A give running right is counter.
早いね、寄せが。
To find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, Jackson.
通りますね、これ。OK。さあ、ダラスのアームストロングが負傷。大丈夫か？
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's
これ RP は絶対出ますね。ういー、これ。おっと、アームストロングアウトですね、今夜。
I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down.
これはもしかしたら早い段階でコナーをベニースネルジュニアに変えるかもしれませんね。これカバー4っぽいっすね。あ、いただ。危ね。カバー6か、なるほど。なるほど、カバー6か。これ出そうっすね。 結構ブリッツ気味ではあると思うんですけど、まあやっぱりコーナーでランナー出ないね、辛いね。
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down.
うわー、ローレンス強いね。クロフォードかあれ。
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
これでいきましょう。もう単純なコンセプトプレーでいきましょう。
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
スロットレシーバーにジョンソンが出てるのはおかしいな。見られてましたが、危ねえ。あー、落とした。まあいいや、しゃあない。っていうか、自分がどこ見てくるかっていうのは研究されてる気がしますね。なんかとりあえずデプスがなんかぐだってるような気がするんで、これは頑張ってしない、頑張らないとやばいことになりそう。おっと、それセーフティーにならない？
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Here's Allen.
Nice tackle.
That gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
60 Pittsburgh. Bring it. Bring it. Hey, Delta.
ちょっとこれをパスです。
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
ミクリー、ケルリー、エーブス。
Picked off around the 27.
Okay.
Get this on down to the 13-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
No, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
First down.
いや強いな。
Get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
なんでジョンソンがスロットレシーバーに出てんだ。ちゃんと変えたそうだな。これチェックなんです。もう。
That's complete to his running back Connor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Steeler football here to begin. これハーフタイムで何があってもちょっと確認した方がいいですね。デプスチャート。ちょっとおかしい。 The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson.
これ走ります。
Steps away to his left. He can
タッチダウン。オッケー。
6 and a Steeler touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
オッケー。
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
ダラスのスタジアム風通しいいね。
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
さてと、エンプティなんで。
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
これ、今気づいた、普通に。パーソネルの方が大事だな、これは。フォーメーションよりかは。
Those exact type of runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Back to throw. Matthews. He's going to
nice
get
tackle,
out
nice
here
tackle.
complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
そろそろ見せていってもいいかな。
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check that.
They'll run it now.
タージ・ピッツバーグ、ナイスタックル。
He's gonna get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
これでしましょう。
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
We on now. Check 26. Check 26. Recon 132 fighter. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Matthews got it open there.
うわー、素晴らしいっすね。
And he'll be taken down, but not before he
おっと、
works it
フォー
past
ス
the
ターが
50.
今度怪我してしまいましたね。大丈夫かい？
Timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
かなり研究してる感じがしますね。
Finding its legs
ダラス。
now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Blue draw Corker. Hey. Shoot.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
ナイスタックル、ミクに。
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go. Let's go.
They'll try the right side with
ナイスエリオット。
2 yards
た
on
だ
the
ゴ
carry
リ
there.
ッと
It's going to
ちゃ
lead
ん
them
と
to 3rd
お
down.
っとフォス
You
タ
mentioned
ー
very
も
early on the need to establish a running game
肘
with
の
this
脱
young
臼で
QB.
アウトですね、
They
今
haven't
日
been able
は
to。do that though in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time,
Adjustments.
right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
あー、PI ですね、これは。
Intercepted.
リターンしますけど、
There he goes right side.
ディフェンス PI がありますね、これは。 いらんいらん
So let's see what this is about.
多めにコールしていきましょうか、これ。
They'll run on 1st down. Clifton,
Nice.
nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and
めったにコールしないやつもやっていきますか、じゃあ。
open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down.
TJ Watts! OK。
Will take over at the 29-yard line. second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch it.
これブリッツ来そうですね。普通にこのまま行きましょう。
On first down.
ただコナーの足が遅い。ホールディングもあるじゃん。いらないいらないいらないいらない。いらないいらない。
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide
練習してるんですよね、これ
and they
一
get
応でも。
detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
うわー、剥がされるの早い。つらっつらっ。
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
つらい。
To this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
本当にフラッグがいらない。
Throwing on second and long. Jackson.
よく取ったラザード。さすが。
What a catch. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
あ、これはミスった。ありがとう、ウォーカー。
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 21.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
はい、ブリッツです。これマンブリッツあります。
Jackson on first down. He finds his man Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell.
マンブリッツはね、見え見えなのが本当に問題なんですよね。そしてカウンターをね、オーディブル入れてたら本当にオーディブルで潰されちゃうんですよね、マンブリッツってのは。なんでマンブリッツをコールするときは基本的にオーディブルの方で入れておいて、とあるフォーメーションで出てその後に変えるのがベターかな。またはもう最初から行くならもうベースアラインとかで出るとか、ベースアラインで変えるとか、そういうことをしないと本当に見え見えなんで、これブッシュも入ります。
Let me finish. Okay, my bad. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing on the scoreboard. That's
これまたフラッグいらんいらんいらん。もういらんってもうほんま。
But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start.
もういらん。
Notice that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching.
こんなにフラッグされるのいらん。ここでもうフラッグされまくってわけ、プレーオフでするな。ファンブル。ブースレビューいらないでしょ。いらないでしょ。一番いらないブースレビューだよ。2ミニッツでポゼッションキープもしてたんだからいらないよ、そのブースレビュー。
18 Gator.
Looking to throw on second down. Matthews. And that is intercepted. Or was it?
ない。
They'll say no. No interception. He
マ
did
ジ
not
か
keep
い。
the feet in bounds apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
辛いな辛いな。もうコールがすべて審判の判断が全部裏目にこっちに利さない方向に向いている。
Off play action. Matthews. And he's able to hook up with Michael
あ、ラッツさんこんばんは。いらっしゃい。
Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
一体いつから自分にこんな不憫属性がついたのか俺には分からないよ。 何のフラッグだよ今度は。もういらんってもうほんとなんもないよ。なんもしてないよ。もういらんって。完全にあれじゃん。イエローハンカチオフェンスやんこれ。もうやだ。フラッグでのヤード数が実際のヤード数超えてるでしょこれ。もう
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
さあどうしようかな。これでいきますか。で、こうして。
First opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the gun, Matthews. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
これランコールしそうだね。タイムアウト1個しか残ってないからパスかな。
Second and 13. And now he'll tuck it and run.
ファンブルフォースはできない。まあこれフィールドゴールかな。
A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
もうはっきり言ってディフェンスにはフラッグを気をつけてくれとしか言いようがない。ディフェンスだけじゃなくてオフェンスも入れることだけど。これはパスでしょ。タイムアウト残ってないから。これフィールドゴールですね。はい。
Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
正直に言うとフラッグがなければもっと差は開いてたと思う。とりあえずこのドライブもしタッチダウンを決めたら控え組みを出しましょう。これでいきましょう。
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Running from the gun, Johnson. Got some room at the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun again to Conner.
速い。
And he is going to be stopped cold.
やっぱコナーだとランが出ないね。
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
あー、これはもう長かった。時間持ちすぎ。見えるのも遅かったね、自分が。これは無理しないでいきましょう。
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now it's Jackson. Screen play, Johnson.
まあ、これはもうパント蹴りましょう。とりあえずフラッグ取られるな、お前ら。
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that hits at the 6
そっちに転がるか、しゃあない。
end zone for a touchback.
そうだね。
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Yeah.
Again, it's Elliott.
ナイスタックル、ネルソン。
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room
ここから
to
多分
find
ラ
to
ン
get
メインで
upfield.
来てくると思うんで、タックルボックス多めに入れていきましょう。
On
リア
3rd
クショ
and
ン。
2.
ここなんか入る。分かってたけど。
Hands of Gallup over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Around the NFL third quarter.
今のは完全にカバー3だったら、ちょっとカバー3守備放棄してたんで、実は奥ガラ空きだったんですよね。
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. Hey, Haywood. Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Matthews.
Nice sucker.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They
まあ
need
これは
something
パス
big.
確定でしょ。
Operating from the gun. Matthews.
いやそれ届かないシットテレレドムズ。
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
さてとどうしましょう。かなりと
offense here about ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game.
コナー答え
You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
なんだその剥がされ方。
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
これブリッツな気がするな。これブリッツな気がするな。
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. He's going to air one out.
Ah,
and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
これなんでそっちに転がるんだよ。
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them.
5ワイドレシーバートリオって書いてありながら、
This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
普通のパーソで出てくるのは結構おかしいと思うんですよね。自分も入れてるんですけど、このフォーメーションは。
Back to throw. Matthews. And that going to be incomplete.
今のザックスで変わってほしかったな、前が。
No call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Now!
さあどう出るんだろうか。ありがとうございます。
The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
ガスエドワーズを返してくれまあこれは第4クォーター入ります普通に。
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
さてとみんなが光った今。もうやだオフェンスが機能しない毎回サードアンドロングをねやりたいわけではないんですけどね、なんかそういう形になっちゃってるんですよね。これウォーカー来そうだな。あ、でもこれカバー3のトラップっぽいな。タッチダウン、オッケー。
His second touchdown on the season, and the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
とりあえずフラッグも出ましたね。
Is good and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity.
なんで今の発動しなかったんだ。最悪。
Frustration, not a good play.
This will be taken short, and he'll get it up just past the 20.
とりあえず
Guys will go to work.
メンバー落としましょう。これは急いで。と思ったけど。で、こうしてこうしてこれはこのまま。これ間に合うか？間に合わないな。どっからどう見ても間に合わないな。これはこのままでいい。落とされたー。まあいいや。これはもうさっさと28点目取るってことですよね。多分。
This drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next.
Okay, nice.
Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's
さあ、
it.
デビン・ブッシュ、X ファクタータイム。
It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 50, check 50, check 52, check 43. Ready.
To throw on second down. Matthews
あー、
connects
素
here
晴ら
with
しい。
the tight end Blake Jarwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Matthews. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Okay, nice.
On second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Okay.
Now the third down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Hey, wahoo! 58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. 58, right over there, yeah, yeah. Mike.
パスほぼ確定的なんで素晴らしいコールですね。とりあえず自分はさっさとこれ変えますか、急いで。これちょっと言うのもあれなんですよね、これ。モブリーで違うよ。これはこれでよくて、なんで滑るんだこんなに。マジっすか。変えられないじゃん選手を。ちょっとこれ連絡入れます、急いで。このプレーが終わったら急いで連絡入れますわ。
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a second.
あんまりめっちゃ言いにくかったけど、とりあえず言わないとどうしようもないんで。じゃあエトムズだけを残そう。で、はげー、また変わんない、また変えきれないよ。とりあえず主に試合に出てるメンツは変えられたからいいか。
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Matthews. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
ああ、サブラインバッカー買い切れてないよ、そうよ。ああ、本当に怪我しないでくれ、頼む。もう何してんねん、ボケ。
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
ああ、取ってほしかったな。
Zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended target there was Jason Kroom. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Go, 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 go! Reset, reset, reset!
これランかな。
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
54. Mike 54. Oh, yeah. Hey. Right there. 54. Right.
On third down, Matthews.
ナイスヒットスティック、リアビス。
Incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
なんでデイビッド・ジョンソンがメインランニングバックになってるのかいまいちわかんないな。キックリターンも一番うまいわけではないのに。
offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them a touchdown their last go around. Obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
ベニースネルの2回目のランがこれか。
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going.
抜けたね。
It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys 26.
やっぱコナーよりも出るね。
A little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
まあ時間を使い切っていきましょう。
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
ダメだ、危ない。
They push him back.
まあ積み積もりですね。
DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
だから本当になんでスロットレシーバーにデイビッド・ジョンソンが出てくるのかが分かんない。ディオンテ・ジョンソンと全く同じ D ・ジョンソンだから勘違いしてそういう風にしてしまった可能性は存在はするんだけど。
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
やっぱりコナーの時よりも前に前進できるよね。
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
まあ落としますよね。
They're going to be incomplete.
続け
Those
ます。
passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some
これは
ground
まずい。
from
あり
a
がと
long
う。
distance and have a chance to affect the pass.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough
あー
points,
こ
but
っち
this
に
widens it out, as you said. And now it's
バツが見えたな今。
all about the offense,
This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. Now the Cowboys gonna burn the
結構
first
本
of
気で
their
点は取りに来てる
timeouts
ねこれ。
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
どこにみんないんねー。
Past the 20. And he is
しゃあない
into
な。
the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his ninth
一体
touchdown
な
of
ぜ
the
それ後で
season.
リプレイ
And the
確認しましょう。
Cowboys
なぜそんなに
get
ガラ
a
空きになったのかって
closer.
いうのを確認しないといけない。
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the
ちょっとこれは
spotlight is
普通にキッ
magnified
クオ
on your
フ。
quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
とりあえず自分は流す気満々なんですけど、タイムアウトコールするのだろうか。とりあえず1回走ってタイムアウトコールしなかったら
The
2ダウンって
Steeler
感じで。
offense here about ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The run on first down gets him a
コール
couple
しないで
up
す
to
ね。
the 27. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
日々
Well,
2ダウン
big
して
man
終わ
with
りましょう。
ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
ということでね、27対9で勝ってプレーオフ進出は確定しました。今週はこれでプレーオフ進出が確定したので、次の2試合は、放送ないんですけれども、プレーオフの時に、実況なしで放送を続けさせていただきます。そしてね、YZ さんも本当に研究してきたかなっていう印象があって、自分がやろうとしていること結構見え透かされてた感じがしますね、この試合。とりあえずこれはプレーオフまでに修正しないといけない課題ということで、今後、練習していってプレーオフに挑みたいと思います。ではでは。ちょっと最後のタッチダウンリプレイないんだ。とりあえず経験値がテレル・エドムンズが普通に信頼できるセーフティーになってきている。で、三國はフィールドジェネラル上げていいですね。で、アデニーは能力値そのもの上げてもらいましょう。スーパースターになってほしい。ラザーダ何が弱いんだ。 ルートランがちょっと弱いね。オーバーオールは上がんないですけど、ルートランナー上げてもらいましょう。ここらライリー・バンスも底上げしましょう、能力の。ルイス・マーシャルは、FA 市場に出るんで、できるだけオーバーオールは高くした状態で放出したいですね。はい。サットン・シュミスはね、スペシャルチーマーとして普通に優秀な選手なんで、ぜひ皆さんチャンスを与えてあげてください。パンターについに来た。キックパワーです、キックパワー。ダラスのパンターにならないね。キックがキラシェから上がるの。スランストッパー上げて、バックスのトゥイットの怪我があってから、ヒドゥンワイドレシーバー君、君には期待していたんだけどな。という感じの試合でした。では今日の放送終わりたいと思います。お疲れ様でした。